Hello neighbors and friends, John your Whiskey neighbor here, and this is really just a quick call out. If you're one of the many fans that are watching the Golden State Warriors and Raptors head into Game 6, then this is really for you, and specifically perhaps those cheering for Canada. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen our nation recently anyways get behind a team as they have behind the Raptors across the nation. I'm out here in Alberta, and we've got schools putting the game up on in gyms for families to come watch. The local theater is playing it for free on the big screen. It's really a lot of fun to see. And if you're like me and you like maybe watching the game with a little bit of whiskey, I thought here are some Canadian picks for Game 6. I'm going to start on this edge. This is Bearface. I've talked about it a lot on the channel, but if you haven't seen it, new Canadian whiskey by a group that got it out of Ontario. Oh, I'm going to forget where on the lake in Ontario, but then they age it for 7 years. They bring it back to BC. They finish it in some ex-wine barrels from BC and some new Hungarian oak. Very sweet, very wine influenced. And I know for Father's Day this weekend, I've seen it on sale for $27, so that's a pretty good deal. Next, this is Canadian Club. Canadian Club, obviously a classic that anyone's probably had if you've had Canadian. But they take their standard smooth and honestly somewhat forgettable whiskey, and they add about a 6-year, they call it a barley malt. I don't know why it's not considered a single malt. It's just from one distillery, Alberta Distillers. It's 100% barley. Not this, but the 6-year barley that they add to the regular CC. Anyways, this celebrates 160 years, and I think it's unique. Very malty, very oatmeal-like, just worth a try. Then if you're really looking for a bit more of a classic Canadian, I would say something from 40 Creek. This is the Heritage release, which was 2 years ago. This year's release, Unity, is even just a little nicer, but this is going to get you that Canadian, maple sugar sweetness, but there's a little bit of rye pepper in there, so that's nice. But this is kind of that classic Canadian profile. I would recommend something like that. Last, you know what, I already recommended this on my Twitter feed. This is, Green Label Lot 40. It's 100% rye, somewhere around 5 years old, and it is really just fantastic if you like fruity, spicy, floral, rye bread notes. This is a great bottle. So any one of these, I think, if you're looking to cheer on the Raptors into victory in Game 6, would be nice to raise a salute to when Kawhi goes on a tear of unanswered points in the fourth. 12 unanswered points. That's what I'm going to leap off the couch if that happens. Hey, you guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope it's a great game. Keep it classy, Toronto. Thanks.